In this video, you learn how to tap your foot in time while playing guitar. Tapping your foot and playing guitar can be very challenging to do, but is an essential skill if you are to play in time. Hi, this is Simon Candy from Acoustic Guitar Lessons Online.net, and despite what you may think, if you have trouble playing guitar and tapping your foot, it's not a timing problem as much as a coordination problem. In this lesson, I'll take you through 3 levels to get you to the point of being able to tap your foot on the beat in time while playing anything on guitar. By doing so, you will create the foundation of time to then develop your feel and groove, which is everything when it comes to playing music. So let's get into it. Okay, so the art of tapping your foot while playing guitar, and it's a very important skill to have. Often I can see sometimes people's feet tapping the rhythm of what they're playing, which is not what you want, okay? You want the foot to just be tapping on the beat the whole time, just on the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, or whatever time signature you might be in. We're just assuming 4/4 here, okay? So your foot taps on the beat, and whatever you're doing rhythmically, whether you're strumming or you're playing notes or soloing, etc., refs, melodies, all that, you want your foot just to maintain the beat, okay? And that is your basis for then what you're playing. And if you're all at sea with that, then it's more than likely that you're not really going to be in the groove, okay? Which is so important. And in the groove is more than just keeping time. But if you're not keeping time, then you're certainly not going to be in the groove. So this is all about creating that foundation so that we can get good time to then groove and develop our feel and so forth. So first thing is, keep it really simple. Strip things right back. So don't even actually fret anything on the guitar. Just mute your strings. And we'll do the simplest of things first, which is strumming a quarter note rhythm and tapping the foot. Now, this is where both will be doing the same thing, because a quarter note rhythm is just strumming on the beat and your foot will be tapping on the beat. So that'd be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Foot and hand together. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, this is where things can go a little skewed if you haven't done much of this before, and that is where this starts to do something different to what your foot is doing. Because, of course, as I've just said, the foot is maintaining the same thing, is doing the same thing the whole time, very consistent. It's just tapping on the beat at whatever tempo you're playing at. But let's say we develop this and play 8th notes. So we're going to be going 1 and. But the up is when the foot is basically in the air. You could think of it like that. So the foot is on the ground, taps on the ground when I strum down on the beat. When I strum up on the off beat, foot is in the air. Then it's on the ground. Then it's on the air, in the air. Then it's on the ground. Then it's in the air. So even before you sort of count things off, you could just practice that. Strum, foot down, strum up, foot up. Strum, foot down, strum up, and foot comes up. It's like there's a bit of string connected from your picking hand to your foot, and so as you strum up, it pulls the foot up. As you go down, it puts the foot back down. Get that going. Again, it's not so much a timing issue here, it's coordinating the two things, because of course there's a quarter note rhythm going with your foot and an 8th note rhythm going with your strumming hand here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you can count it off like I am there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so down with the foot, up with the foot. Okay, down, up. It's mirroring pretty much what you're doing with your picking hand, and just work at getting that going as slowly as you need to. Forget about keeping a steady time until you get that going, and you will. Absolutely you will. You just got to think about it. It's a little bit like tapping your head, rubbing your stomach, you know, that sort of thing. Then we could take it a step further and do 16th note strumming. So that's 4 to each beat. So each tap of the foot, you'll get down, up, down, up. Okay, so to be down with the foot, down, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. So every 4th one, or every 5th one really, on the first of each group of 4, we'll say, is where your foot's going down. So again, very slowly, very methodically, down, and down with the foot. Down, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You can just count it like that if you want. Just very slowly, just so slowly you can't go wrong. Okay, it won't be in time yet or to any great sort of groove, but it's just down on the first, then strum up, down, up, then down on the first, strum up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So even if you put a pause in there, okay, it's not straight 16ths yet, timing doesn't matter. Just get the two coordinated, then build out from there. Most people fall down when they try and do all this at once. Take as much time as you need to get that going. Once you do, 1 E and 2 E. So I'm tapping the foot, tap, tapping, because that's the groove, right? Whatever rhythm I'm doing here, I don't want to lose the, or it's the beat rather, right? I want to feel where that beat is at all times. And you see musicians tap their feet, but you can see them sort of grooving, or bass players do this a lot, whatever it is. Sometimes I've seen myself play on video and I'm thinking, do I do that? I'm not that visual when I play, but I'm more visual than what I'm aware I think I am. Sometimes some funny sort of things, but it's feeling that groove. You've got to feel the groove, or else you're going to be all at sea with your timing, and then everything just falls apart. It sounds horrible when you're not to the groove. Okay, so that's the first level, right? Just getting basic divisions of the beat going with your foot tapping a quarter note rhythm on the beat. Okay, so the next level with our foot tapping is to actually bring in some playing. So let's stay with the strumming and the chords, or bring in chords rather. So let's say a C chord and a G chord. And I'm going to strum a basic rhythm on those chords, on a basic strum pattern. Something like, let's say we go 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Back to C. So that's what we're going to do, but with the foot only tapping on the beat. So that'd be down, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So that's pretty simple, because you've only got one strum, the up strum on the 1, 2, and that's not with the foot. The rest are with the foot tapping, okay, because of the nature of the rhythm I'm strumming. So that's great. Start very easy. Let's say we add in more eighth notes here. Let's say we go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so with the foot, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. The change, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, there's a bit going on here, because you got the the strumming is different rhythmically to what your foot's doing, which is just on the beat. And you've got a chord change to negotiate too. So there is a bit going on. So take it very, very slowly. This will all become very automatic. You won't even realize you're sort of tapping your feet at times when playing. We could bring in like a semi-quaver, 16th note rhythm here as well. Let's say we do a strum pattern that goes 1, 2, and 3, and 4, right? 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So we're going to do that on the C, then G, with the tapping of the foot. 1, G, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Back to C, 2, and 3, and 4, all the while tapping the foot on the beat. Okay, so just really what we were doing before in level 1, the first step, but now with chords, okay, bringing in the chord change. And I should say mixing up the rhythms. So a little interim step you could do, if you find that particularly difficult, is mix up the rhythms first on muted strings, so you don't have to negotiate chord changes, and then add the chord change. There's often ways, pretty much always ways, you can simplify things further and further. You might think you're at the simplest level, can't simplify it any further. Give it some thought, and I bet you there's something you can take out that makes it a little simpler to then get you to that next level. Okay, so bringing in a chord change, so bringing in some sound if you like, or melodic sound there, chord changes with the tapping of the foot, and mixing up the divisions. Okay, so work with that, and you're well on your way to getting that foot to just tap automatically and basically be your timekeeper when you're playing music. Okay, so once you've got a good feel for the first two steps, tapping the foot, muted strings, tapping the foot, mixing rhythms and chord changes, then we can go to the third level. And so there's a couple of little tiers to this, if you like. So sticking with the strumming, we can syncopate our rhythms, which is typically what you do a lot of the time when you're strumming. So you could, a very common strumming pattern is to go down, down, up, down, where you miss the down on the 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. So you're still making that down motion, but you're not hitting the strings, syncopating the beat there. But the foot's still going to tap on 3, so you know where 3 is, so you can come back up on the offbeat of 3. So we could do that very common strumming pattern. Let's just stick with C and G chords with our foot, again, as always, tapping on the beat. So that would sound like this and go like this. 1, 2 and 4 and G. So foot just tapping on the beat. Okay, so another one could be using a 16th note based rhythm. So a common strumming pattern, syncopated 16th note rhythm is something like this. So I'll get my foot tapping down. Okay, so all the while my foot's just tapping on the beat. Now, if you try and do that right now, you might find your foot's doing all sorts of things, trying to mimic the rhythms of your picking hand, and that's where you're not getting that independence between what you're doing musically here and just tapping the beat. So you go back to level 1, get that down, then level 2, and then come back here, and you'll find that much easier. You could then branch out into other things to, you know, get used to tapping your foot whilst doing on the guitar. So for example, sticking with chords, chordal picking, we have something like, tapping my foot as I, just on the beat, as I pick this pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you can vary it up and so forth or ad lib it. But the point is now you're picking notes out of the chord while tapping your foot. You might find that a little bit trickier. But these are all the things you do when you're playing music. So you want to be able to train your foot to tap the beat whilst you're doing that. Then of course you could branch out into single note playing. So very quickly here, you could play your, let's say we take good old A minor pentatonic scale, okay, pattern 1 of course, and we could do the same sort of thing as we did with the strumming initially. We could just play on the beat with the foot tapping, so we could be like 1, 2, so what I'm playing is right with my foot. Foot's tapping quarter notes, I'm playing quarter notes. Then you could play eighth notes, of course, foot just tapping the beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and etc. Right? So just doing it with notes now instead of strumming. And you could do 16th notes. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E. Right? So all the while my foot is just, as you can see there, just tapping on the beat. And then you could mix it all up and do whatever, but keeping your foot on the beat. Something like... Okay, and all the while my foot is just tapping the beat. If you think about it too much, you'll throw yourself off, okay? But what happens is, if your foot's tapping in time, you're going to start to feel that internally throughout your whole body. You might start, as I said before, moving your body just slightly, sort of grooving to the beat. It could be anything, but it's just a sign of internalizing the groove and the time, and that's so important, and it's so easy to kind of forget about. I do it too. I forget about sort of really locking into the groove at times when soloing, and it doesn't sound great, and I've got to kind of reacquaint myself with the groove. So this is all about tapping your foot while playing the guitar. For me, by memory, it just sort of happened naturally as I played more, and perhaps it does for you too. But if you're having trouble with it, well, here are 3 levels that will certainly get you to the point of being able to tap your foot without even thinking about it to whatever it is you're playing on guitar. If you would like help with your finger picking, the kind of help that gets you results in the most direct, efficient, fun way possible, then check out the Ultimate Fingerpicking Guitar course, a complete system for fingerpicking acoustic guitar, so simple even a beginner can learn it. I've carefully designed this course to do all the heavy lifting for you as far as knowing exactly what to do, how to do it, and when to do it in regard to mastering the art of fingerpicking guitar. All you have to do is follow the pathway I've laid out for you. In the Ultimate Fingerpicking Guitar course, you will learn and master all the key concepts, methods, strategies, and techniques needed for fingerpicking, so you'll never put your guitar down in frustration again, thinking, how the hell do I do this? You will also discover the exact order in which to do things, avoiding the all too common mistakes most people make when learning to fingerpick guitar, saving you precious time and frustration. Have your hand held every step of the way with the Ultimate Fingerpicking Guitar course. It will take you from wherever you are at right now with your fingerpicking to where you would like to be, enjoying every part of the process along the way. So click the link in the description below the video and check out the Ultimate Fingerpicking Guitar course. Let me know in the comments section what acoustic guitar topics you would like to see covered in future videos. I read every comment and I would love to hear your suggestions. If you like this video, then hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course hit that notification bell button so YouTube can tell you when I've released a new video. This is Simon Candy from acousticguitarlessonsonline.net. As always, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate your time and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.